Alrighty, this is video number 4, where we're trying to explain the various electroscope demos. So again, we're focusing on electroscope demo number 4 here. And again, if you haven't actually watched the demonstration videos, make sure you do before you watch the explanations. It just makes sense to do that. So again, we started out with a neutral electroscope, which I am just completed there. There's my neutral electroscope. And we had a positively charged rod this time. And again, we touched the electroscope with the rod just to see what would happen. And if you recall, what happened was the leaves spread apart. Okay, and they stayed apart after the rod was removed. So we have to use these diagrams to kind of explain that. So we've got a lot of electrons on the electroscope, even though the electroscope is neutral, and our rod here is positively charged. So what do unlike charges do? Well, you know that negatively charged objects and positively charged objects will attract one another. And so this is what we have here. We have a positively charged rod and negatively charged electrons. So what's going to happen is electrons from the electroscope are going to move to the rod. They're just being pulled there in that direction. So they'll actually move from the electroscope into the rod. You can see before the rod here was positive. Now you can notice that it has some electrons. So it got those electrons from the electroscope. So overall now, this electroscope has far fewer electrons than it did before. Now what's the overall charge of the electroscope? Well, obviously it's positive. There's more positives here than negatives. What's the charge of the leaflets? Well, the leaflets are positive. Look. This leaflet over here has only 1 negative and 2 positives. The same thing is true over there. So overall, the electroscope has a positive charge, but the leaflets do as well. And so what do like charges do? Again, they repel. And so the leaflets of the electroscope are going to repel, like this. So what happened? Overall, the rod was touched to the electroscope, electrons moved to it. When we pulled the rod away, the electroscope still had its leaflets spread apart. Why? It's because it lost electrons and it was left with an overall positive charge, including the leaflets. Their positive charges repelled each other and the leaflets remained apart. Okay? So hopefully that helps you understand demonstration number 4, and we've got one more to go. Demonstration number 5 we're going to explain as well in the next video. Take care.